So here's the deck that I'm going to be using today. And here's my secret. I've never used Thor. Not once. I bought the game in 2020 during the pandemic. The year is currently 2022. I've never used Thor once. I've unpacked him. I've sleeved him. But if you notice, all of the cards are in number order because all I did was sleeve him. So I don't really have any clue how to use him. So I've done a little research on Marvel CDB, and I've read through his pack, and I've looked through everything, and I think I have a deck that I'm interested in. So it seems, I'm not going to go through Thor's cards. I'll show you what the deck I'm using is, though. It seems like he likes to pull minions out, and he does well with that. You know, his special is after you engage a minion, draw 2 cards. So I'm going to be trying to pull minions and doing things with minions while also trying to hurt the enemy. So here's what I got. So I've got Angela. Oh, and obviously I need to be thematic. I'm all about being thematic. So we have Angela, who is a 0 thwart, but 2 attack with 3 health. And after she enters play, we search the top 10 cards in the encounter deck for a minion, put it in play, engage with us. All right, looking for a minion. We have Thorog, 1 thwart, 2 attack. After he enters play, we give him a tough status if we are engaged with a minion. We have Valkyrie, 1 thwart, 2 attack. After Valkyrie enters play, deal 2 damage to a minion, or 3 if we used an energy resource to pay for this. We have Jane Foster Thor, and she's a 1 thwart, 2 attack. And after we play her from our hand, we're going to deal 2 damage to the villain, or 3 if we paid for her with a physical resource. And we have Heimdall. I'm not interested in this card, but I want to be thematic. So he's really expensive, right? But he's got 2 thwart, 3 attack, you know. And after he enters play, we can look at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck, discard one of them, and put them back in any order, which would help us out a lot on the villain turn. All right, so we are, as you notice, we're playing an aggression deck. So we have 2 copies of Looking for Trouble. We're going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until we discard a minion. And we're going to put that in minion and engage with us, remove 3 threat from the scheme. We have 2 copies of Moment of Triumph. After you attack and defeat an enemy, heal 1 damage from your hero for each point of excess damage dealt to that enemy by the attack. So we can stay in hero form a little bit longer. Now, Thor, I noticed when making this deck, his setup, when he's Odinson, we search our deck and discard pile from Mjolnir and add it to your hand, okay? So Mjolnir can be added at the beginning of the game, and it's going to give us 1 attack and aerial. So we can always have aerial, which means I'm coming heavy with some aerial attacks. So we have pitchback, okay? Only if we have aerial, after your hero attacks, deal 4 damage to an enemy. We have, that's 2 copies of that. We have 2 copies of Into the Fray, okay? Deal 6 damage to a minion for each point of excess damage dealt by this attack. Remove 1 threat from the main scheme. All right, so we're looking to, you know, control the main scheme with that card. And if you know I have aerial, you know I'm including 2 copies of Dive Bomb, right? Play only if your identity has aerial. Deal 7 damage to an enemy and 1 to each other enemy. Now, here's a newer card that I'm looking to use. We have Hone Technique, okay? When you play an aggression attack event, if you paid for that event using a mental resource, increase the amount of damage that event deals by its printed cost. Meaning, Dive Bomb now turns into an 11 base attack and a 5 damage to minions. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. Then we have Unshakable. Okay, play only if we have at least 14 printed hit points and we gain steady. We have the Bifrost. Okay, we can exhaust the Bifrost and search our deck for an Asgard ally and play it, paying its cost. We have Queen Carrier, and the reason why I've included Queen Carrier is mainly to try to synergize with this Hone technique, because I need a mental resource, right? And this is going to generate a wild resource for us. So, yeah, I think that's going to work out really well. We have one copy of Team Building Exercise. Exhaust Team Building Exercise. Play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its cost by 1. Now, Thor has 2 traits, Asgard and Avenger. Okay? So, a lot of these Asgard. Nothing, right? But Asgard, Avenger. Okay, so we've got a lot of cards that take advantage of that. I even think like, yeah, Asgard, right? Let's see what else is in here. Asgard. So like team building exercise seems like it's going to be really good for this deck, and I've actually never used it before. Then we've got our resources, 2 copies of Power of Regression, and, you know, our other resource generators. Will this work? I have no clue. Am I looking forward to playing it? Hell yeah. All right, so we continue to make our way through the Mad Titan Shadow villains. And now we are up against Tower Defense. So Tower Defense is a pretty elaborate fight, actually. I spent some time before this looking at some videos, reading the rulebook again, because it's pretty unique. I think I've only done it once, so if I make a mistake, let me know, like all of you have been doing in the comments. I really appreciate it. You know, as I've said a million times, I've only ever played solo. I've played a lot of games, but I only played solo, so I can never bounce questions off anybody, and it's not always the easiest to find answers for this online. All right, so let's see what we got going. There's a lot. So here we go. We have 2 main schemes going at the same time. So let's look at the first one. So we're making our encounter deck, right? And we need Corvus Glaive, and we need Proxima Midnight. We have them. Okay. We're not doing expert, so we don't need number 3. We need Tower Defense, which is right here, right? We need Standard, which is right here. Then we need Armies of Titan, which is right here. So that is our encounter deck. All right, encounter deck, encountered. Then it says reveal stage 2A and put it into play next to this stage so that there are 2 main schemes and 2 villains in play. So 2A. When revealed, put the Avengers Tower environment into play, stronghold side face up, right here. And it says, this unique rule does not apply to Avengers Tower. I don't use Avengers Tower, so it doesn't matter. Force response. After damage is placed here, if there is at least 9 damage per player, damage here, remove all of it, then flip Avengers Tower over. So if we were to flip it over, it would read, discard other Avengers Tower from play. I don't use it, so don't need it. Let's see. After damage is placed here, if there is at least 9 damage here, the players lose the game. So if this takes 18 damage total, we lose. All right. So we have that. Put the focus defense attachment into play, attacks to this stage. So 2A. Okay, here's focus defense. This is permanent, stays in the game. The villain who matches the attached scheme is the active villain. So this lets us know who the active villain is. Force response. After the player phase ends, attach this card to the other main scheme. So this will be going back and forth to decide who the main villain is per phase. Okay, so we'll need that. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of the Black Order Besieger and puts it into play, engage with them, shuffle the encounter deck. So I've already got it out. This was one that I had to spend a little time researching. So it says, put the Black Order Besieger into play, engage with us. And this reads, After the Black Order Besieger engages you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or 2 to your identity. I couldn't figure out if this force response worked right away or not. And I'm going with it does. So we will be dealing 1 damage to Avengers Tower and not taking the damage right away. Okay? So this will be engaged with us in a minute. Let's see. So let's flip these over. So this is the one that's going to get the defense, the focused defense. So we're going to flip them. So this is Corvus Glaive scheme. I'll put it on this side because he's over here. All right, let's read what these say. These each start with a threat, and on each villain phase, these activate at the same time, meaning that they both gain a threat at the same time. Okay? So let's read 1B first. This is Proxima Midnight Scheme. When this stage will be completed, remove all threat from this stage instead, then deal 6 damage to Avengers Tower. Armies of Thanos. This is Corvus Glaive Scheme. Forced Interrupt. When this stage would be completed, remove all threat from this stage instead, then deal each player 1 face down encounter card. All right. So what's going to be happening is this. These can't be removed from the game, it looks like, and they'll just keep gaining threat. When they threat out, you just start over. You reveal their force, you play their force interrupt, and then start over, from the beginning. So there's a lot going on. Let's see what the villains do. All right, so Corvus Glaive, 2 scheme, 1 attack. All right. Force response, after Corvus Glaive makes an undefended attack, discard the top card in the encounter deck, deal 1 damage to the Avengers Tower for each boost icon on that card. All right, so if we don't defend him, he's going to be damaging the tower. Proxima Midnight. When Proxima Midnight attacks you, choose either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or she gets +2 for that attack. So they can be pretty strong. They don't have a lot of health, 8 and 9, and phase 2 has 11 and 12, so it's not that much. But notice here it says Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, so both of them, they cannot be defeated while the other has hit points remaining. So we can take one of their hit points down to 0, and they will still activate and scheme an attack with 0 hit points until the other one hit points also reach 0, then you go to phase 2. Similarly, they can be at 0 hit points going until the other one reaches 0 hit points, and then they both fall at the same time. So we have to take them both out while dealing with a lot of main schemes. And as you've seen, I've made some slight mistakes when there's a lot going on. My brain can't process all of that. So please, please, please let me know all of the mistakes that I make on this, and let me figure out how I'm going to set this up. I already know that I'm taking the villain. Oh, why'd you fall? I'm going to be taking the villain dial because there's 2 of them, so they'll be getting this. And let me figure out how I'm going to set this up. All right, so here we go. Welcome to Dpad Experience presents Marvel Champions. Dpad Experience is a weekly video game podcast published on all podcast platforms. All right, let's see if we can do it. Here's a little behind the scenes secret that I'm gonna let you know. This is my 3rd time playing tower defense. They have beat me twice already. This is a hard fight. The first time I was still learning Thor, right? I almost beat them on my last go. I actually only needed 1 more turn, and I made a bad choice to defend or to not defend, and I caught a second activation, and I would have won had I defended, actually. So, lesson learned. All right. So, I think if I don't win this time, it's not like you're going to see the video, but I'm thinking about taking Dive Bomb out. It might be a little too expensive to play, but we'll see. It worked out really well in that first fight against Ebony Maw. I think these are backwards. Yeah. Yeah, these are backwards. It worked well in the first fight against Ebony Maw, but it's been a little hard to play going forward. But let's see what we can do. All right. Please give us some luck here. All right, we're drawing up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Decent cards. Okay, what do I want to do? I could use Angela to grab a minion, right? Let's pretend that I used Angela to grab a minion. I'll flip, right? Get the hammer in my hand. Could use the lightning strike to pay for the hammer. I'd draw 2 cards because I'd get a minion. Could use pitchback. Might be able to play my helmet. I think I'm going to keep this hand. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this hand. All right, so we're going to flip. Oh, did I mess something up? I, for some reason, think I need a minion. Do I need a minion? I think I need to engage a minion with myself. Let's see. Yeah, I need a besieger. I need a minion. All right, so I'm going to start with a minion. I need a... I'm not going to shuffle these. Like was at the bottom anyway. All right. So I have a minion. I'm going to put a... He comes into play, and I choose to either take a damage on the tower or 2 to myself. I don't want to take 2 damage so early. So this doesn't trigger here just yet. Pretty sure it doesn't because I started flipped, right? All right. So now what do I want to do? Now it makes me rethink if I actually want to bring out Angela, because I might not be able to... maybe I will with that. Whatever. We've had 2 bad luck fights happen already, so let's go for a 3rd one. All right. Angela, you're out. We're looking for the... What is this? Search the top 10 cards for a minion. Put it engaged with me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see. Do we got a minion in here? We do not. Oh, we have a minion. We'll take him. All right. And then we need to shuffle those cards, right? We need to shuffle these back into the deck. Okay. These are shuffled. Now we are going to discard a card at random from our hand. Lightning strike. Could have used that for the 2 minions. Right, so we don't have a lightning strike anymore. That gets 2 health. Angela, you have 3 health. Oh, I forgot to get my... Shoot, I forgot to get my Mjolnir. I was calling Mjolnir out. So I'll shuffle my deck because that makes more sense. Because I knew I was about to shuffle that anyway. So let's grab Mjolnir from my first hand from before I flipped. We'll shuffle this up just so I don't know what's coming out. All right. Now Mjolnir is in my hand. I was flipped, right? So I draw 2 cards. We're starting off rocky already. I don't feel good about this. 1. There's the aforementioned dive bomb. All right. So is that done? I draw 2 cards. Great. Okay. So what can we do? We will... I'm not going to use the dive bomb yet. I could just blow them freaking up. And I'm so angry at them. But we're not going to use the dive bomb. We will... I don't need the moment of triumph. I'm not going to use the dive bomb. Pitch back. Possible. Let's use let's use the moment of triumph to pay for our hammer. Okay. Maybe I don't want a hammer throw. I think I'm going to put the helmet out. Possibly because, I don't know. I haven't got a chance to use it yet. Let's attack 2 with Angela. Get a minion off. Let's Attack for 3. Get the minion out. Now what do we want to do? Do we want to hammer throw for 8? Right? We wouldn't be able to use this. I could pitch back right now and deal 4 damage. Or I could just hold on to the hammer throw and use these 2 to pay for my helmet. I think we'll do that. I'm going to play it a little bit safer this time and not just go super aggressive, even though I probably should. So I'll use these 2 to pay for my helmet. We'll raise my health by 5, bringing me up to 19. Okay, and I'm going to hold on to this hammer throw. So now we're going to draw up to 4. So 2, 3, and 4. All right. We'll ready up. This is going to go to the other side. This will go to 2. This will go to 2. Now what's happening? I always get a little confused. Proxima is going to attack. I'm going to choose to give this a counter instead of giving her +2. So she's hitting me for 2 plus his. So that's 3. And I'm going to take it. I said I was going to take it. Thank you, helmet. Here comes our encounter card. We have a side scheme. When defeated, discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Hey, well, that's not the worst. So that actually helps me. We got 2 threat on that, but I have no way to remove the freaking threat. Ah, nope, there's no minion in play. Son of a bee. Because she doesn't have enough. Damn it. So we have an acceleration token in play that I'm not going to be able to handle. I can't believe that. I can't believe that I'm not going to be able to take care of that acceleration. All right, so I'll start to work on it. I'll take 1 off of it. And then I'll use Angela to attack. Let's see. I think last time I attacked Proxima first, so since I'm a superstitious person, I'm going to go the other way this time. Maybe I'll put that here. Maybe I'll put them in front of them so it's a little easier to see. Yeah, we're going to change things up a little bit. You know, change the flow of the world. It's energy of me losing all the time. Okay, so I did that. He's going to be attacking me next. Angela can chump block for me. There's no minion out, so that's a little useless. After a hero attacks, which I did not do, so I can't use pitchback right now. I guess I'm just going to hammer throw. I think it's really the only thing I can do. Can't do any of these other things. So let's hammer throw. Yeah, it's the only thing I do. We'll hammer throw. I'm not going to hit Corvus because that it's just going to overkill. It won't defeat him. It won't defeat him. And overkilling works for minions anyway. All right, so we're hammer throwing. Proxima, you have 1 health. All right. And this comes back in my hand. We'll ready up. We'll draw up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to go up to 4. This is going to go up to 4. This should have came here first, but so this comes here. Angela's going to defend. This is a defended attack, so this doesn't do anything. So Angela defends 1 plus 3. She dead. Angela dead. Thank you, Angela. Here comes our encounter. When revealed, Proxima Midnight activates against me. All right. That's the card that killed me last time, actually. I'm going to not defend. I'll take it. But I will put a attack here, so she just hits me for 2. Not just, but give the villain a tough status card. So when it's referring to the villain, it's the one that has that on it. So she hits me for 2, bringing me down to 14. All right. We need to start worrying a tiny bit about the threat on there, but if we take this out, we lose the acceleration token and we can last another round. What to do? I can't play Heimdall. I just can't do it. I could play Thor. I could play Jane. Right? I could play Jane. And how would Jane help me? Jane would help me because this is tough. All right. I think I'm going to, if I do this now, well, if I bring out Jane, actually I can't bring out Jane. I don't have 4 cards. I could bring out Jane if I thwarted, right? That's the only way to bring her out. I'd remove this scheme and I'm not, yeah, I can't do that. I have to do that. I have to remove this. I have to thwart with Thor because I can't deal with that making these threat out on my next turn. So I'm going to remove the scheme from here, or threat from here, I'm sorry. And when defeated, discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, and we will get it engaged with us. So we're looking for a minion. We have this minion. I will choose to give this a counter. So this is at 4. You get 3 health. I draw 2 cards because we are engaged with each other now. Oh, that worked out kind of well, actually. So instead of playing Jane, I could just play Valkyrie and remove that minion because I could use Jane to pay for that. That might be the move. Or if I use Defenders of the Night. No, if I use this now, I can't do this again. So I'm not going to do that. I guess the question is, do I want to play Thor, Jane Foster, or Valkyrie? It would cost 1 extra. I think I'm going to play Jane. She's got an extra health, right? Let's see if we can bring her out. So 2, 3, 4. I could bring her out like that, right? I then could use Valkyrie to pay for Mjolnir. That might be the move. Let's do that, I think. I don't know. Valkyrie or Thor? Let's look at the other way. Let's bring out Valkyrie. I'll use these 2 to pay for Valkyrie. That might be good too. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Because then I could hold on to Jane and maybe bring her out the second turn. All right, I'm going to use these 2 to pay for Valkyrie. Actually, no. I can't do that. Because I need to an energy resource to trigger. Damn, that sucks. I need an energy resource to trigger this on her, and I need to remove that minion. I guess, so the other way to do it would be these 2 to pay for Valkyrie. And no, I guess Jane is the way to go. I could hold on to the Defenders of Nine Realm. Yeah, maybe that would be good too. Because if I held on to Defenders of Nine Realm, I could remove, there's going to be a lot of threat that I need to deal with. All right, let's do that. Let's bring out Jane. No, let's bring out Valkyrie using Jane to pay for her. So that we could trigger her ability to deal 3 damage to a minion, which will be you. You'll be off the board. We will attack to remove the tough. Okay. Something else is happening. I'm going to use Heimdall to pay for Mjolnir. And that's all I got so far. Yeah. All right, so we're going to drop to 4. 2, 3, come on, and 4. This is only in my deck. Who else did I got in here? It's an Asgard ally. I got Sif. All right, let's ready up. This is going to go to Proxima. This will go to 5. This will go to 5. I will put a counter on here so she doesn't get the +2. This is at 5. She's going to attack for 2. I'll take it. Plus nothing. Good call me. So I'm at 12 health. Here comes our encounter card. The villain and each minion engage with the attacks. You son of a bitch. All right. I'll put another counter on here. I'll take it to fudge 5. I'm down to 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm going to have to heal probably this round. Okay. So, if I'm going to heal, I need to stop that right now. So we'll use Defender of the Nine Realms. Discard cards until we get a minion. Here's our minion. I'm going to put another one here. I know that's not a good move, but I'm going to remove 3 threat from here, bring this to 2. You have 3 health. Okay. So now what can we do? Oh, I got to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right. Well, that changes a couple things. We could play Hone Technique. We could do that. It might be beneficial for us in the long run to play Hone Technique. I'm thinking. So here are my thoughts. I play Hone Technique, right? And looking to see what's going to happen. I play Hone Technique. It'll be out. I can use the 4 Asgard to pull out a what's it called? Oh man, I don't think Hammer Throw has a it's not an Asgardian thing. Shoot. All right. So what's an Asgard trait? I guess I could call out Valkyrie again. I still think Hone Technique is the play, honestly. Because if we get a dive bomb, we're in decent shape. Yeah. So we're going to play Hone Technique. What should we do now? I guess we'll just get him out of the game. I can't heal this round then. But let's get him out of the game. I can't heal this round. We will remove a threat from here with Valkyrie. So that doesn't trigger on the next turn. I don't want to stay in hero form, but I think I'm going to. Because if I don't, this is definitely going to thread out on the next turn. I'll get an extra encounter card. We're going to flip. Whatever. We're going to flip. All right. We're going to draw up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. Oh my God. Finally some decent luck, which means that this is going to screw me. All right. So this comes over here. This is going to 3. This is going to 5. He's going to scheme this out. So 2, give the villain a tough status card. And this is done. So he gets an encounter card. So we get 2 encounter cards. Technically, this would be the first one. All right. So here we go. First encounter card. Heal 2 damage from each villain. Oh, you son of a bitch. And each gets a tough status? All right. Now what? Oh, we have a side scheme. It's that same one from before. So I'm going to have to take care of this because I don't want what's it called out, an acceleration token. All right, so what's going on? What's going on? I am gonna do this. I don't know what Asgard cards I have, so I'm gonna look at my deck just to see what they are, and then I'll shuffle them because I'm still too new at Thor to I'm still too new at Thor to know what I'm looking for. So I see Lady Sif. I see Throg. Okay, I see Lady Sif and I see Throg as people I could use that card for. So, do I want to use that? Do I want to heal right now? I need to heal. So I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 11. I'm going to flip. I don't know what to do. I'm a little taken aback right now. I could use Defenders of the Nine Realm. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use Defenders of the Nine Realm. It will make me draw a lot of cards. I'll show you how. All right, so I'm going to use Defenders of the Nine Realm and get a minion. I flipped, right? All right. We got another one of these minions. I'm going to put another one on this. So this is at 8. One more, and this is flipping. So you have 3 health. So what happens? I'm removing... Okay, I need to draw 2 cards from Thor's passive, or whatever, right? Then, since I've removed all this, I draw... Wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, shoot. Maybe not. Damn, I think I already said I was going to do that, right? Discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Damn, I thought I was going to be able to double up on those cards. This is what you get for not really using Thor that much. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. All right. Let's get another minion. Did I just screw myself? Sometimes I do this because it just takes forever to find the card. All right, so we have to discard 1 card. Come on. At random from our hand. Queen Carrier. You have 2 health. All right. Well, now what? All right, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to dive bomb. What sucks is, all right, I'm gonna attack to remove the tough from Corvus. All right. Now I'm going to use 2, 3, 4 to dive bomb. So we're going to deal 7 damage to an enemy. All right. I'm actually dealing 11 damage because of my hone technique. Oh man, I did the thing again. Did I pay for hone technique correctly? I probably didn't. What did I put out hone technique with? I probably didn't pay for this correctly, so I apologize. I was supposed to use 2 mental resources to pay for this. I probably didn't, so I'll take a strike for that. So I'm gonna make sure I play it right now, and I need to use a mental resource to pay for dive bomb, which I am. All right, so yes, I know. I'll take the strike. I'll take that one because this is actually the second time I forgot to do that. All right, so we're using dive bomb. We are going to dive bomb Corvus, and he will go to 0 because I've done 11 damage to him. Then it says deal 1 damage to each other enemy, but it's actually 5 damage, right? Because you increase the damage by the printed cost. The printed cost of this is 4, right? So, and deal 1 damage to each other enemy, so it's 5. So these are off the board. You just lose your tough, which is cool. And we're about to get an acceleration token very soon. Okay. So I'm going to draw up to 4, 2, 3, and 4. We'll ready up. This is going to come over here. This is going to go up to 4. This is going to go to 1. And now I'm going to put another damage on this, and I'm going to flip it because it's getting late in the game, and I don't know. Just trying to survive. So she's going to attack me for 2. If a damage to an ally, so she's hitting me for 3. 1, 2, 3. Here comes our encounter card. Shadows of the Past. So we get that. We get Loki, and we get some Frost Giants in the mix. Okay. So we got a minion, right? So we're drawing 2 cards. Let's see. Loki has 4 health. What do you do? I've never seen you. When Loki would be defeated, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it is a treachery, heal all damage from Loki. All right. What is this? So this gets a acceleration token. It's got 2 on it. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Asgard card in play. 1, 2, 3. I guess 4. So this is 6. All right. We are now in rush mode. And I think we're going to lose the game, but we're going to play it out. All right. Let's see. I'm definitely going to hammer throw. So, all right. The first thing I'm going to do, sorry, Lady Sif, I can't bring you out, dude. I'm going to use these 2 to pay for Throg. I have a minion engaged with me, so Throg gets a tough status. And he's got 2 health. All right. No one has a tough. The villains don't have tough. I'm talking to myself right now. All right. When you play an aggression, that's not aggression. Damn, I thought that was going to stack with that. Oh, well. All right, so we're still going to play our hammer throw. And it's going to do 8 damage to an enemy. Or if we played... Let's see. If we attack first, we'll get the +3. So let's do this. We're going to attack Proxima for 3, right? It's going to bring her health down to 0, and we're going to get phase 2 of both of these people. And let's see, you got, oh, let me flip these around. They're on the wrong sides. All right. Corvus, you have 11 health. It's the same. Just want to make sure it's the same interrupt. You have 12. All right. So I did that. Now I'm going to hammer throw. I'm going to hammer throw Loki for 8. Right? Exhausting this, putting it in my hand. He takes 4. He's... Oh, when Loki is defeated, this is not a treachery card, so he is gone from the game. Okay, so he's gone from the game. Spillover damage. We're going to do Corvus because we're trying something different. I've always attacked Proxima. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're trying something different now. I think I'm going to be keeping this out. I don't think I'm going to be wasting time to deal with that, honestly. Oh, but I kind of have to. That's going to hit that right now real hard. So we should be worried. All right. We are going to attack Corvus for 2. I'm not going to be able to deal with this. I'm going to have to just hope to burn them down before... I have 2 turns. You'll see why. I have 2 turns before the game is over. So I'm wondering, actually, if I want to flip to Alter Ego just to be able to have another card. I think I do want to do that. Yeah, let's... No, maybe I don't. I don't want to. Because if I flip to Alter Ego, the first thing that would happen is this would get 2 threat. Well, it's actually coming to here next. I don't think I want to deal with an extra encounter card. The pros of switching to Alter Ego is an extra card. Yeah, actually, I think we should do it. I don't want to do it, and I'm going to discard Mjolnir so I can draw an extra card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to make sure I don't cause another encounter card. I'm doing that because I'm desperate. I'm desperate. All right, so I've discarded Mjolnir, right? And I'm not going to trigger this now because I want to draw a full 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Ready up. This is going to go over here. This is going to go to 6. Threats out. This takes 6 damage. This is going to go to 3. 99% sure that this is going to threat out as well. So 2. The villain is if the villain is attacking, and nope, he's not attacking, but this does threat out as well. So we get an extra encounter card. So we got 2 encounter cards coming at us. Here's the first one. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat in the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. And the main scheme would be this one. So this threaded out already. We have upgrade support and event. All right, so that's 3 back here. When revealed, Proxima Midnight activates against you. So she's scheming for 1, 2. This is going to 5. And I'm out of cards, so we get a face down counter card for the next turn. Because I think it's for the next turn. Because I discard... This was the encounter card, right? That was the last one. So I think this stays for the next turn. I think. Because it's not like it was meant to come out this turn. It only came out because I ran out of cards. So I think it's for the next turn. I think. I hope I did that right. All right. We're in rough shape. So we are desperate. Oh, we're going to get our Mjolnir, right? Wherever Mjolnir is. Shuffle back up. Okay, we are all shuffled up. We're going to flip. We have to flip. Let's see. Okay. I think we're going to call out a minion. Mainly for cards. So, I'm going to move that to the side over here. I'm going to put this over here on that. So, discard cards on the top of the encounter deck. We'll do this. Oh, this is gonna suck. All right. So, all right, we're discarding cards from the top of the encounter deck. So we finished that. So this is actually going to 2 now. It is a 2 acceleration. And we need a minion. That son of a bitch again. And I'm going to take the 2 damage this time, I think. Or, I don't know, what do I do? Decisions. I'm going to take 2 damage. All right. Now I draw 2 cards because we got a minion. I was hoping for a dive bomb. Would have been really helpful. Okay. So we have our minion with 3 health. Okay. I need to remove 3 threat from something. I'm going to remove 3 threat from you. Yeah. Okay. I'm removing 3 threat from you. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Do I have any other way to remove threat? No. Actually, you'll keep... I'm not removing 3 threat from you. I'm removing 3 threat from you. So this will go to 2. Then I'm going to use these 2. No, I'm going to use Asgard just in case. I'm going to use these 2 to pay for Into the Fray. And, yeah, okay, I use the mental resource. Deal 6 damage to a minion. For each point of excess damage dealt to this minion, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. Oh, from the main scheme. My bad. All right, from the main scheme. I didn't realize it said main scheme. So we're actually going to keep this at 5. We'll remove 3 threat from you, right? And then we'll play this, defeating the minion. Is that the best move? Yeah, I think so. Or it's not the best move. Because I could play Mjolnir to deal... But this would only deal damage to a minion. Right? I don't know what to do. All right. So if I did this to pay for Into the Fray, right? I wouldn't be able to play a hammer throw because I need to get the hammer out first. But I could save it for the next round. Unless I hammer throw to now instead of playing into the fray. That would thread out, and I would get a I get a second encounter card, which I don't know if I want to deal with. All right, let's... It's either Into the Fray or Hammer Throw. That's the problem. I don't know which one to do. Into the Fray is going to remove all the threat from that scheme. Okay. Hammer Throw would take that out and deal excess damage to one of them. I'd still have that out. I'm trying to rush them down. So I think I'm going to deal with the extra encounter card. No, because I've already got one coming. I don't want 3 encounter cards. All right. I don't want 3 encounter cards. I need to take care of that. So we're going to do what I said. We're going to use these to pay for Into the Fray, killing you, removing all the threat from this scheme. Okay? Then we are going to... I want to hold on to the Hammer Throw. It's late in the game and it's really strong. So I got to hold on to it, I think. I'm going to use God of Thunder to pay for Mjolnir. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to attack for 3. Oh, shoot. I can't attack with Throg because he needs to chump block for me next turn. I'm still going to attack for 3 to Corvus Glaive. So he's down to 2 health. 1, 2, 3. All right. Things are getting dicey. All right. You are chump blocking for me next round. And I'm going to discard Lightning Strike so I can play this, hopefully. Okay. I'm going to draw up to 4. So 2, 3, 4. All right. We'll ready up. This is going to 2. Sorry, has to move first. This is going to 2 because of that, right? She's going to attack chump block. So she'll attack with the +2 because I'm not choosing to put a damage here. So she's hitting for 5. We're adding the other. So she's hitting for 7, but he's got tough. And now we're getting 2 encounter cards. Here's the first one. Attacks at Proxima Midnight. She gains Overkill and Piercing. I don't know. You go here. Attached to Corvus Glaive. He gets Retaliate. Didn't want that. All right, so I blocked with you, so I can't use you this round. I have Hammer Throws, and I have Pitchbacks. I have Hammer Throws, and I have Pitchbacks. Okay, so let's see how we can do the most damage. This would still be an 8 attack, right? Because Hammer Throw is going to be 8. And I have 2 of these, and that's going to be 8 as well. If I use the Hammer Throw, Mjolnir will come back in my hand, which isn't completely beneficial right now at this point in the game. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to attack Corvus, right? We're going to attack Corvus for 3 to bring his health to 0. I'm taking a damage because of the retaliate. I'm going to use hammer throw and team building to play 2 pitchbacks because I have aerial, right? So I'll attack Proxima for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And my turn is done. So drawn up to 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're going to ready up. This is going to come over to Corvus. Corvus, I'm going to block with Throg. So this is a defended attack, so that's not going to take a damage. Sorry, this has to go up by 2 each. So here comes a 3 attack. +3, which is 6. You are dead, Throg, but you did a good job, buddy. Here comes our encounter card. Corvus Glaive activates against you. Okay. He activates against us. I have 5 health left. I'm going to defend. So he's hitting me. This is a defended attack, so that doesn't take anything. So he's hitting me for 3 plus nothing. I take 1 damage. All right. I'm going to use these 3 to pay for hammer throw. We're going to exhaust Mjolnir, deal 8 damage to Proxima, taking her down to 0. Thank the freaking Lord. Holy crap. All right. Yes, I know I made a mistake on this one. I know that. There's probably a chance that I had 2 mental resource, but I'm not, look, I'll take the strike for that. This is my 4th time playing as Thor, new deck. I'll own that one. That's definitely mine. But we did it with a little help from me being a fool, but hopefully I don't make that mistake next time. All right. We have beaten tower defense with a mini asterisk, but that was hard. This was my 3rd time going against them. All right. I didn't have another turn. This was the final turn. If I didn't get them here, I think it was over. I had 4 health. That's had 6 health, but that was good. All right, aside from this snafu right here, please let me know if I made any other mistakes. That was good. That was good. Next time, our next fight, we have to aim for the head. We'll be going against Thanos.